That's our dome. It's so cute.
This is everywhere we stayed in Patagonia, everything we ate and how much we paid. We booked through ChileTours Patagonia, so here's what you can expect when you book with them.
Cheers.
Cheers! Salud!
Yeah, it's ready. Day one here in Patagonia. The dome, yay! That's our dome, it's so cute!
For our first night, we arrived in Puerto Natales and opted to upgrade our stay to the garden domes.
This is our garden dome. And there's actually 3 beds. This is amazing. Let's see the view. Okay, got a nice greenery view. It's so big. There's Victoria. Yay. This is huge. It's amazing.
If you don't want to pay extra for the domes, you can stay in the cabins, which half our group opted for. It was really quiet and warm, and you may need to share the cabin with other people.
Whoa. Whoa. The whole kitchen? Oh. Bathroom. Single. Oh, they're just so warm and quiet. That could have been clay. You didn't bring.
There's one main building for meals and a hot tub outside as well. The hot tub feels so good when it gets cold at night and on your last day after the hike, so make sure to bring a swimsuit. If you want to watch our full Patagonia hiking itinerary, make sure to check out the previous video where I show you the entire W Trek.
Heading back from the hot tub, and it was so nice. It's not too cold. I highly recommend you do it if you have the chance.
For our welcome dinner, we went to a restaurant in town called El Brisket, which is included in our tour price. We got to pick 1 drink, 1 appetizer, 1 main course, and a dessert. We all chose the Calafate sour, which is a twist to the traditional Chilean pisco sour, as Calafate berries can be found all over southern Patagonia. I ordered the soup, which I really liked, after adding more pepper and salt into it. I also ordered the brisket thinking it would be a hearty meal before hiking the next day. But I really wish I knew that all our packed lunches would be brisket sandwiches, and then I would have actually picked a different main course instead. If you end up picking this tour and go on the same welcome dinner as well, I highly recommend the salad or the salmon. They both look delicious and you won't get much of that the rest of the week. Before heading out to Torres del Paine National Park, ChileTours provided a hearty breakfast of scrambled eggs, salami, ham, toast, juice, and coffee, which was all very filling. We picked up our packed lunches and put it in our day bags to eat once we reached the top of the towers.
Mario!
At the base of the towers, we ate our packed lunch, which was a brisket sandwich. It was quite dry, so I wish I brought some condiments with me to put on the sandwich and throughout the week. There are also lots of other snacks, as you can see.
Chocolate Snicker bar.
After hiking 10 hours to the top of Mirador and back, we're staying at Laguna Amarga for the night. These cabins are just a few minutes outside of the national park, so you get amazing views of the towers. However, you do have to use the fireplace to warm up the cabin and heat up the water, so it was quite a bit of work, and got really cold when you fell asleep and didn't put wood in the fireplace.
Clean bathroom with a shower. We have to put fire in for hot water and to cook our breakfast.
I was very excited by the plethora of food here. We have eggs, cereal, boxed dinner, and salad, and lots of breakfast stuff in the fridge to make our own breakfast tomorrow morning. They even provided wine and beer. It was a pain to heat up the dinners though, because the microwave took a very long time to heat, and there was a lot of us, so it took even longer.
Yeah. 3.
Breakfast at Laguna Amarga is DIY. It's the same foods as yesterday, but you have to cook it yourself. The kitchen was also missing some key items like enough utensils. We had to share. We found a spot to stop for lunch and I opted for the shade because it was getting hot out. Some of us got brisket sandwiches, but I got lucky and got a different one that wasn't brisket. It was ham and cheese, and we also got the usual snacks as well. It was filling and we mostly didn't finish the snacks. We didn't stay here, but on your way to Paine Grande, if you're heading from east to west, you'll pass by Refugios Cuernos. We really wish we stayed here. There were games in the corner. It was very lively. There were a lot of people, and it was a really good setup, and we were already so tired, so we wanted to stop.
Cheers. Salud.
Your bathrooms are they're really nice. These look like the raised platforms for tents.
We stayed at Camp Francis, which is a big camping ground that's on the mountain, so we'll be going up and down the mountain often to go to the bathroom or the restaurant. You'll also be split by camping or tenting. The bathrooms are actually quite nice. It's in an actual modern structure, and there are hooks to hang bags while you shower. But the floor does get wet and dirty, so my tivas were super handy here. We arrived late, so we were one of the last to shower, and my shower had warm water, but my friends only had cold water. This is the raised tent that fits 2 people comfortably. You do have to climb a ladder up, and the tent is soft and zips up to keep wind out and to stay dry.
I have so much space. Okay, so it is now 11 p.m. on day 3. I am all set up and ready for bed. I am gonna be sleeping in a sleeping bag tonight, and I know my neighbors are sleeping now, so I am going to sleep too, and I'll see you in the morning. Good night.
I'm packing up my sleep liner, and I'm so glad that I also brought a headlamp that has both red and white light. You should use a red light at night when camping because it preserves night vision and reduces the attraction of insects, and it's not blinding when people see the light.
So I'm putting my sleep liner back in. This was an absolute must. Stayed one night in the tent, and it just felt so warm and clean. I got it off Amazon. So worth it.
I'll go into detail of everything I packed in the next video and link to my storefront in the description. This is the restaurant at Camp Francis. You can buy different drinks, snacks, and pizza. This is also the only spot where you can charge your phone or buy Wi-Fi, so it's really crowded. We gave our dinner vouchers to the restaurant, and the food was a bit bland, so highly recommend bringing small packets of hot sauce or soy sauce. I got the chicken and rice, salad, dessert, a free drink, or you can get wine instead. Breakfast is at the same restaurant, which was a pastry, cookies, mini quiche, granola, and yes, there's free coffee. Day 4 lunch will be in the French Valley, another brisket sandwich while watching the avalanches, which was so surreal and epic. Today's the longest hiking day, so I'm so glad to finally see Paine Grande. Paine Grande is huge. We're staying in a dorm, and there are 2 floors with lots of rooms and common areas to hang out in. The room is tight with lockers, but no locks provided. The beds are big and clean. It was so nice to be back in a bed again. There's a big dining room, and there's also a bar upstairs that serves pizza and beers and drinks and snacks. The bathroom is very clean, and there are 4 showers and 4 toilets in the same place, which gets a bit awkward. The water was super hot and it felt so luxurious. It is a timer shower though, so you have to keep pressing the button to get more water, which was a little bit annoying. There's a Wi-Fi machine on the ground floor, and the Wi-Fi doesn't work in the room, so you have to stay downstairs and you pay for the Wi-Fi. For dinner at Paine Grande, you sign up for a time slot when you check in, and I recommend signing up for the earliest slot possible because you will be hungry and want to eat ASAP. It's buffet style, and the line gets really long and takes a while as well. After eating boxed lunches and dinners, the buffet was a dream. There were a lot of options, lots of veggies, and lots of desserts too. Breakfast is in the same cafeteria and also buffet style with lots of options like cereal. You can make sandwiches and get eggs. So we're not staying here tonight, but we will be coming back the next day. So we stored our bag here overnight since we didn't want to carry our big packs and everything there. It was raining on our hike to Refugio Grey, so we were so glad to be staying in the dorm rooms. Refugio Grey is a big cabin building structure, and it was much colder here, and there was a fireplace that people crowded around and also hung their towels or wet clothes at. We were dealing with rooming issues as we didn't know that it was first come first serve, so even though we were a group of 4, we had to split up because 2 people checked in before us and got the last 2 spots in a 4-person room. We ate our packed lunch, which is this brisket cabbage sandwich and snacks. I was getting really tired of dried sandwiches at this point, and I'm so glad they serve pizza and drinks here. The showers were super hot here, and it was the best shower experience all week. They also sell Wi-Fi here, and here are the prices. Dinner is similar to Paine Grande, where you sign up for a time slot, so make sure you sign up early. The food here was really different though, but it's also a buffet style, and I thought there were a lot more vegetables, and there's a soup option as well. Day 6. For our last day, breakfast is buffet style and had a lot more variety, including dessert, brownies, and cake. Our final packed lunch of the week is this chicken salad sandwich, electrolytes, dried bananas, nuts, and some bars. How epic is this lunch spot though? Once we got back to Paine Grande, we went to the convenience store, which as you can see, they sell lots of snacks, foods, drinks, and even some souvenirs like postcards, magnets, and stickers. They're not as cute as the ones at the Welcome Center though, so I buy them there instead at the beginning of the trip. While we waited for our catamaran, we ordered drinks and pizzas. It was such a treat and a great way to round out our week in Patagonia. Okay, let's talk about how much everything costs. First, you want to decide if you're going to do the W Trek or the O Trek. This will determine the number of days for your accommodations and days in the park. If you're booking accommodations on your own, you'll want to check out the official websites. Then you'll pick camping or Refugio hostels. So for us, we found it easier to book through a travel agency using the WhatsApp function, and we booked a package with ChileTours Patagonia. So we booked a tour because we kind of booked late in the year for our trip, and therefore a lot of the Refugios, so the beds, were all sold out. However, in my research, I found out that travel agencies get allotted a certain number of beds. So when reaching out with travel agencies, they were able to book beds for us instead. And there's a lot of logistics involved with booking the W Trek, whether you're going east to west or west to east. The agency will also cover all the food, travel, logistics, the accommodation, and you'll always have a point of contact at all times, which was like a safety net for us. And you get a guide on the first day going to the base of the towers. So in these costs, I won't include the major flights to get to Chile just because we'll all be coming from different places. So our flight from Santiago to Punta Arenas cost, this is all in USD, $250. You do want to book these flights first because if they're sold out, then it just messes up with your entire itinerary. There's only 1 or 2 flights out each day on a small plane. So make sure you book the flights first. And then on our return, rather than going back to Santiago, we ended up going to EZE, which is Buenos Aires. So that cost a little more expensive, $380. You also have to book the park passes to Torres del Paine, and it's calculated by how many days you'll be in the park. So for us, for our 5 days, our park passes came out to $47, and you can book them on the official website here.
Okay, for the main part now, so we did the W Trek Classic, 7 days and 6 nights. It does depend on the time of year that you go. So we went at high season during their summer months, and the base amount was $1,870. Yeah, a little pricey, but we also did some add-ons. So as you've seen, we did the dome upgrade for $100 US, and the dome was so cute, so no regrets there. We also rented hiking poles for the entire stay time with them. That was another $10. So adding it all up together. So before we do that, there are 2 excursions that you can sign up for as well. There is kayaking by the glacier, which is so beautiful. The pictures look incredible, for $185, or you can also do the ice trekking on the glacier itself. And we really wanted to do this because it's such a unique bucket list item. However, we missed it, so we ended up getting a refund for the $255 because we were not able to go on the trek. So we didn't spend any money on excursions, unfortunately, but if you're going all the way down to Patagonia, I feel like it's so worth it. So I'm bummed I didn't get to do it, but hopefully you get to. Don't make the same mistakes as we did. So our total for this entire trip, a little rounding, is $2,600 US. And this is before even arriving. So this is just accommodations and food and flights. Yes, it is pricey, but you can definitely do it cheaper on a budget. A lot of people do that in Patagonia. You can do tenting, bring your own tent and food so you don't have to spend money there. You just need to book permit space for the tent grounds. You can also do it more on a luxurious budget and staying at Hotel Las Torres or Hotel Lago Grey, which both look beautiful, and we heard people stays there that just sounded amazing. But anyways, I hope this video helps with your trip to Patagonia. Thank you so much for watching, and you can continue to support me by liking, commenting, and subscribing to my videos. Thank you so much.
So very quickly, this is everything that I'm packing. This is it. And then I'm gonna run through all these things with you. I am gonna go ahead and start packing and talking through what I'm packing with me to Patagonia for our 5-day W Trek.
All right, see you in Patagonia.